Means you were able to write your final exams, your WAEC exams.
Okay, it was a struggle.
Okay.
It was a struggle because, like I said, I was actually managing my site from GSS3. So when it was time for me to write my WAEC, I realized that the whole issue was just so complicated because with my glasses I could read the question paper. But where the problem was then was, like, when it's time for me to pencil down the answers, I begin to write on what I've written before.
And you didn't know you were doing that?
I did not know. My set was actually deceiving me. I thought I was doing the right thing. It was very, very funny and very frustrating and annoying. I never knew that was how I was writing all my exams. Not until I think the second to last paper.
What were the invigilators doing? I'm sure of course there are invigilators in the exam hall.
Yes.
And they go round, right? So none of them ever took their time to look at what you were writing?
Noticed. I guess my case was only evidence. But the second to the last case was when a particular invigilator, a lady walked across and said, "Look how you're writing. You're writing on what you've written. These your glasses have expired." I said, "No, ma. I got the glasses a week before because I actually changed my glasses, like check when it has expired and get a new one. A week before, it was actually brand new. The doctor gave it to me, so I was surprised, and it affected my O-level results as well.
Wow, so sorry about that. So we're going to move on to life after school. So when you concluded your WAEC, your secondary school education, what was next for you? I mean, what was next? What were you doing at home? Did you get admission immediately? Do you think about going back to school? Did you think that you had a chance again at getting education since you had lost your sight? And what did your parents do about it?
Okay, to answer your first question,
yes,
that was actually the bitter part of my story. Ignorance, they say, is ignorance is
a disease.
Yes. We're totally ignorant of the fact that as a visually impaired person, you can still go to school, you can still fulfill your dreams and aspirations in life. We're totally ignorant. We thought, okay, now that I've lost my sight, that's the end. So I was just at home. I was just at home. I was sorrowful. I was depressed, very, very depressed. Then depression just took the better part of me. Then I never knew I could still go to school, not until a fateful day when I heard a particular program on radio. If some visually impaired people came there to talk about themselves, they were graduates of them. So they were graduates rather. Oh, they are graduates. So then I was like, that was when I just fast forward. I went for rehabilitation.
Okay.
I took another WAEC and the rest, they say, is history.
And you took the WAEC as a visually impaired candidate?
Yes. After I went for rehabilitation.
So how was the experience taking the exam as a visually impaired candidate?
It was not easy because there were no provisions as of then. Because I did not, I was not born blind.
Yes.
So it's just like living from one particular stage to another new world entirely, the world of the blind. It was very, very, it was strange. Everything happened very strange. Like, it was very strange to me. So, but I learned how to operate the typewriter. The invigilators, they read these questions out for me. I type out my answers on my typewriter, and that was how I was able to write.
So you can type
very well. I can even operate the laptop very well.
Wow, that's so cool. So presently, where are you?
Okay, I'm in the prestigious University of Lagos.
The school of first choice and the nation's pride. I'm going to complete that for you. So you're an undergraduate student of the University of Lagos?
Yes.
What course are you studying? What level are you?
Okay, I'm studying Christian Religious Studies. 100 level.
Okay. How has it been like, being a student in the University of Lagos? And then I want to ask, you wrote the joint admission matriculation board examination, now University Tertiary matriculation examination.
Yes,
how was it?
It was fantastic.
As a visually impaired person?
Yes, it was because there were provisions, and there is still provision for those who will be coming.
Okay. And then integrating into the school.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm sure there are other visually impaired students in the University of Lagos.
Yes. Yeah.
So how has life been like, navigating? We're coming to the end of this session with Glory. How has life been like navigating with visual impairment, access to basic amenities? How are people aware of your condition? Especially because you don't look like a visually impaired person. So somebody seeing you for the first time would not believe except they see your cane, that you're a visually impaired person. So how has life been like, accessibility, and then also using what you go through to raise awareness for other people living with disability in general? And what do you think about inclusion?
Okay, first off, life has been very good. I've been trying to adapt with the new normal, like the new normal the fact that I'm now a visually impaired person. So I just made that, I registered that in my head, like that is one bitter truth I have to take in. But the sad part of it is that most people are still oblivion of the fact that a visually impaired person can still go to school. People will just look at me and like, what's wrong? There's this surprise written all over them. So this is what I do. I try to, one thing that gives me joy whenever I come across people like that are very ignorant when it comes to the visual world, the visual impaired world. So yeah. I try to educate them. I try to make friends with them. Okay, this and this is how we do things, because people actually thought maybe we are how would I put this? We are dependent, like we are like we depend on people to do things for us, like we are handicapped. Let me just use the word handicap. Yeah. So people thought we can't even bathe. Someone asked me that question. I was so like, I just said to her, okay, I forgive your ignorance. So I had to sit her down and educate her that this and this is how it works. We are independent basically. So and navigating is not a problem.
But I want to ask you, as a visually impaired person,
okay,
can you cook?
Very well.
Can you iron your clothes?
I can do every of the house chores you can think of.
Really?
Yes. Actually, my room in the hostel is up. And okay. I'm not even the only one. I have a visual impaired roommate as well. Okay. So we fetch water, like what other visual impaired person. We do stuff, wash clothes, cook beautiful food. Like
by yourself?
Yes.
Without assistance?
No.
And what do people around you think?
Well, the usual. They are surprised. Like, how does she do that and stuff like that?
Have you ever thought about life after school? Probably getting married, having children, working, okay. Where do you want to work? Working, where do you want to work? What do you want to do?
Okay, this is a beautiful question. Initially, I have this passion for working in a media house. Okay. Like talking in the form of maybe a radio station, okay, broadcasting and stuff like that. But that was my aim of coming to University of Lagos to study mass communication. But I was given a change of course. But it's fine. My course is actually very interesting. But I would love to still maintain this dream. Like I want to be a broadcaster. It has been my dream. Okay. Yes, to talk sports. But
you love sports?
Yeah, I'm a football fan.
So what club do you support?
Arsenal.
Yes, for life. Yes, thank you. Glory supports Arsenal. Yes, sir. So I asked again, what do you think about the future, getting married, okay, having children? Because I'm sure that there are visually impaired male and female persons who are married and doing well.
Very well.
So what do you think?
Well, nothing. It's normal. It's normal. We fall in love like every other person. We get married and have children. So I have some mental picture in my head that I would love to achieve, or as after school, by the grace of God. Yes. So get married. There's nothing should I say strange about us. It's just we get married just like every other person. We have children, we take care of our children, take care of our home, and be this be this supportive wife and mother. Exactly, mother. And
I mean somebody who takes care of the home. So exactly, we're coming to the end, we're wrapping this up. We will ask Glory now to give us a message, a line, for our viewers out there about people living with visual impairment or disability, and what she thinks she would love to receive from them. So Glory, one message to our viewers out there.
Okay, the message I just have is simple. Like, let there be accommodation, like accommodate anybody you see with any form of disability. Like, we are just normal human beings. So there is let's just try to eradicate any form of discrimination, because that is what is eating deep in this part of Africa, Nigeria to be precise. So let's show love to one another. And for the visually impaired persons, gone are those days when people with visual impairment are locked up in the room. Those are the days of ignorance. The world has evolved, has gone beyond that. So, but just normal, just take everybody as one, and the world will be a beautiful place as it ought to.
Thank you so much, Glory. We appreciate your time with us.
Thank you.
My name is still Ahere Akran, the host of Special People, Special Stories. Follow us on our YouTube page, SPSSA, on Instagram, Special People, Special Stories Africa, and like, share. Above all, our message is to ensure that inclusive education is possible. Inclusion is also possible when love leads, and we say that love is empathy plus kindness. Glory, do you have an Instagram handle? Do you have a social media handle where we can follow you? Can you share it, please?
Actually, my Instagram handle is at Unique Glorious Glory.
Unique
And
Glorious
on Facebook
Glory.
as well.
And on Facebook, the same name?
Yes.
Unique Glorious Glory.
Because I'm unique.
Because she's unique. Thank you so much, and we're signing out. Thank you.
Hi, my name is still Pink Diva. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell to get notified anytime they drop a new video on Special People, Special Stories. And please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Pink Diva Talks.